Hey, I've never really talked about this before, but I feel like it's time. Because if you're watching this, maybe you've been feeling something similar, and like I once did, you don't even realize what it is. So, this is how I found out I had anxiety. Growing up, I didn't really think anything was wrong with me. I thought it was normal to constantly overthink everything. I thought it was just how my brain worked. Replaying conversations over and over in my head, obsessing over how I sounded or how someone looked at me. I'd get nervous before making a phone call and feel drained after social interactions, but I always thought, this is just me. I'm just shy, or introverted, or overdramatic maybe. But there was this one night that changed everything. It was during college. I had a huge presentation the next morning and I was already nervous about it. But that night, it hit different. I couldn't sleep. My heart was pounding so loud I could hear it. My chest felt tight. My hands were cold and sweaty, and I had this overwhelming feeling like something bad was going to happen. I kept pacing, trying to calm down. At one point, I remember sitting on the bathroom floor at like 3 a.m., just trying to breathe. I honestly thought I was having a heart attack or something. Later, I found out what I experienced was a panic attack. At the time, I had no idea. I didn't even connect the dots. I told myself I was just overwhelmed. Too much caffeine maybe, or not enough sleep. I made excuses because honestly, I didn't want to believe it could be anything else. But over time, little things kept piling up. I started avoiding social events because they made me too anxious. I'd ignore texts or emails for days because the idea of replying made my stomach twist. I felt drained all the time, emotionally, mentally. Even on days when nothing was wrong. Still, I didn't call it anxiety. I just thought I wasn't coping well. I thought I needed to toughen up. Then one day, randomly, I was scrolling through YouTube and came across this video called something like, "Signs You Might Have High-Functioning Anxiety." I clicked on it just out of curiosity. And honestly, it felt like someone had been watching my life and decided to make a video about it. They talked about perfectionism, overthinking, people-pleasing, constant internal pressure to appear okay. I sat there frozen, just thinking, wait, that's me, that's literally me. And it hit me. Maybe I wasn't just bad at handling life. Maybe I'd been living with anxiety for years and didn't even know it. That realization was both comforting and terrifying. On one hand, I finally had a word for what I was feeling. On the other hand, it meant I had to confront something I'd been avoiding for so long. Eventually, I decided to talk to a therapist. And yeah, I was scared at first. But it turned out to be one of the best decisions I've ever made. I learned that anxiety doesn't always show up as obvious panic. Sometimes it hides behind being the responsible one, the high achiever, the person who holds it all together. But inside, I was constantly exhausted from fighting a battle no one could see. Since then, it's been a journey. I'm still learning. Some days are easier than others, but at least now I understand myself better. And that changes everything. If anything I said today sounds familiar, please don't ignore it. You're not overreacting. You're not weak. You're not broken. Anxiety is real and it shows up differently for everyone. You don't have to deal with it alone. Thanks for listening. And if you've ever felt like this, just know I see you, you're not alone. Take care of yourself, seriously.